Morgan.
Well, Ron, a couple of years ago when the Canucks came here and beat the Maple Leafs 6-1, half the building was cheering for them. And as Jim and Craig alluded to, it looks like that's going to be the case again this evening. A lot of Vancouver Sundin jerseys in the crowd tonight, in addition to some old Maple Leaf Sundin captain jerseys. As you know, he tends to keep his emotions pretty guarded. A look back and a look ahead with the former Toronto captain.
If they cheer you, will you have tears?
I think I'm sure there'll be sounds, a lot of different sounds out there. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's going to be an emotional night.
Will you be upset if they boo you?
Of course, I don't think any player, I mean, professional athletes get booed and cheered in different arenas and for different reasons, and I don't think if you ask all NHL players, I like to see the one that says out that loud when they're booing me out there. I feel very fortunate to spend years I did in Toronto and with the Maple Leafs, and I understand the fans need and wait to have success, and they really deserve to have the success that, and the league needs it too. The Toronto Maple Leafs are strong in being successful, so I understand their wait for that.
Are you staying? Are you going? Either way, thanks for the memories.
And that's one of the things that some people were saying after watching you, is that they felt that you needed a change, that if you were going to come back, it had to be somewhere other than Toronto to rejuvenate you a bit. Do you think that's a fair statement?
I think there's no doubt that sometimes it helps mentally to move to another situation and in a different environment. I think that's just part of professional sports.
It was clear last year at the deadline that you felt you were hung out to dry a bit by the organization. How long did it take you to get over that?
I don't know. It was an unfortunate situation. Saying that, as I said, I did what I felt was right. Being the captain of the team, staying with the team, I felt we still had a chance to make the playoffs. I think there was over 20 games left to play in the regular season. I didn't want to jump ship and leave the team at that time. I would have done the same thing today.
If a prospective free agent was to call you and say, I'm thinking of playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs, what would you tell them?
I'll tell them there's no doubt it's the hockey capital of the world. I think it's a unique opportunity to go and play for arguably the most, the New York Yankees of hockey, Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's a golden opportunity. Saying that, I think they should know also that there's a pressure there from the city and the team and the organization to do well. It's a great place to play.
Do you watch Leaf games?
I do watch Leaf games in parts, especially we're playing after, so many times the Leaf game beyond what we're getting ready to play, so I always catch a few glimpses.
Do you root for them or no?
Of course I do. Unless we play against each other, but other than that, I root for them.
I thought we were going to get him from the first time I spoke to him.
Sundin shot it high.
And now it's going to be a penalty here.
When you got off to the rough start, was there any part of you that said, uh-oh, this was a bad idea?
After 9 months not playing hockey or not skating, I would have got off the great start. I would have been shocked. If I look at the first 15 games or 16 games I play now, it hasn't gone better than I thought it was going to be, but not worse either. I know it's going to be challenged, and it's going to be a process for me to get to the level where I was last year, and I still feel that I have some work to get there.
And Scott Niedermayer went through this. They rediscovered their joy for the game, and they came back. Are you looking at coming back next year?
Well, we'll see. Once the summer comes around, I'll sit down again and then reevaluate my play and how I feel mentally and physically, if I can recharge the batteries for one more year.
Considering the loyalty Vancouver showed you in terms of both the contract and the fact they waited, will they be your number one choice? Will that be the team you play for?
Yeah, if I would play, obviously, it would be the first choice. We'll see this summer.
Matt, here's the toughest question I have for you. There are people who would look at your situation and say, he took the money instead of going for the Stanley Cup. What do you say to those people?
say we'll see. The season is going on. I'm very happy to be part of the Vancouver Canucks organization. I think we have one of the best goaltenders in the league, a strong defense, and very exciting forwards. So we'll see. There's a lot of games left in the regular season, and knock on wood, we can keep building on this team to make the playoffs, and we'll see what we can do there. So wait and see.
So the Air Canada Centre downtown Toronto. We're also in Campbellton. It's Restigouche versus DF. Don Cherry's arrival. All that and more. But first, here are the Pee Wee Tigers.